It picks it up. It's sort of a groove. The power rail is actually inverted, so it's pointing up. So you can't really get access to it. It's only powered when a tram is on top of it. So it senses where the tram is and switches on that portion of the rail as it goes along. They claim the costs are 2%, I suspect 5%. You probably might even go as high as 10% more than an overhead system. But you more than save that on maintenance. It just makes maintenance so much better. Some of the things before you rush off and order this, it's only been used, as far as I know, in Bordeaux. Works great. Everyone loves it. I don't know if it snows in Bordeaux. I don't know when they get 10 centimeters of snow, do they put salt on it? And is it still going to work all that great? I remember BC Transit bought some new buses. They worked fine all summer. And then in the winter, when the salt slush was on, people were getting shocks. It was leakage current through the motor, so I mean, it wouldn't have killed anybody, but it's not, not pleasant. So you need to do some work on that before you get, but it's a beautiful system. And again, you do away with the poles and the overhead. Just while I'm on overhead, you need a pole about every 30 meters. If you go with a catenary system, which is where you have sort of a wire and then you hang the other wire from that, you can get up to 100 meters between poles. But that increases the overhead clutter, which you probably want to avoid. You want to keep the views open, I think. Okay, some benefits. Now there's a lot of assumptions in these numbers. You can fiddle with them all you like. The end result is still the same. It's a good idea. So if you start with a 5-kilometer route, and you want, ideally you should have 15-minute frequency. 30 minutes, some of your choice riders are going to get in their car. 1 hour, all of your choice riders are probably going to get in their car. It'll only be the real greenies or people that can't, or they something wrong with the car or whatever. So if you aim for 15 minutes, just to keep my arithmetic simple, it came out as 13 minutes. So you'd have 3 trams traveling at an average of 15 kilometers an hour. That includes stops. That's for the whole trip. If the tram was at capacity, that would represent you could have 140 people on a 3-car tram. So if you assume that all of those, again an assumption, all of those 140 cars had only one person in it, which, looking around, isn't that great of a leap of faith. And one car was 3 meters by 5 meters. Yeah, I just put whatever correct numbers are in there. So that would mean that one tram would reduce the need for parking by 2,100 square meters. 3 trams, 6,300 square meters. So how many shops, how many little cafes, how many, any kind, what general stores could you get in 6,300 meters? And how many people would be working there? And how much would they pay in taxes? So on and so forth. So you could, whatever that number comes out to be, whether it's 6,300 square meters, whether it's 6,000, whether it's 2,000, whether it's 1,000 square meters, you're still getting better use out of your parking lot than is current. The other benefits, this would be more for the non-user. You have one car length at 25 kilometers an hour. You have 5 minutes plus 7 minutes, or 7 meters for your 2-second rule. Okay, so now you need 12 meters when you're driving your car at 25 kilometers an hour. So again, you got 3 trams on the route. That adds up to 5 kilometers of traffic. If you have one route, you've gotten rid of a lineup of cars 5 kilometers long. That's the length of the entire route. Okay, there must be something wrong with your arithmetic. Go ahead, change. Make corrections, whatever. And it will take 12 minutes for a 5-kilometer lineup of traffic to pass when they're going 25 kilometers an hour. So you've saved 12 minutes. No, I don't know if you saved everyone in Langley 12 minutes. Everyone that's on the road? No, it doesn't. But someone's going to save time. So if you own a company, a courier company, you're delivering parts, delivering pizza. Hey, your pizza's going to be there 12 minutes sooner. Yeah, someone asked me the other day, how will Langley change? And first of all, you'll find people a lot more relaxed. They're not going to come to work angry already. You know, when you start work, you haven't had to do anything and you're mad. And then you work all day and you come home. You know, get a dog, kick the dog. Shout at your wife, shout at the kids. It'll be, you'll have, instead of a negative period of time going to work, it's now a relaxing period. You can combine it with having coffee, read the paper, do some work, open the laptop, and do that report that you promised to do last night. You'll also find that there's going to be more cross-town trips because, at least if you're like me and you're over at the mall, you've got a parking spot. Now I've got to go to the other end of town. I'm going to go to whatever's at the other end of town these days. I really don't want to. That means I've got to give up my parking spot here, I've got to drive all the way across town, and find another parking spot over there. But if you're on the tram, you just, okay, let's go, and you're gone. Okay, more pedestrian activity, as I said, increased safety, improved health, you're going to be walking more, reduced carbon emissions, yeah, we all know all that stuff. Increased visibility for small businesses. Now, I mentioned this before, but it's significant. It really is significant, and it's not something you normally associate with light rail. But it's true. There's also a great business potential for tram-related businesses, machine shops, wheel lathes, with brakes to be done, with maintenance, upholstery shops, glass shops. There is also a really big opportunity for Langley, because of its location, to become a center of excellence for tram technology. You could, perhaps when you're inviting an expression of interest, you can see who wants to have their plant here and sell their trams to the City of Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Seattle, Portland, and further on, Spokane. All these cities are planning or have got tram systems. And there's a lot of companies out there that would love to get into the North American market more. Yeah, elderly and handicapped stay connected to the community. You know, there's probably a lot of people out there that are driving today that perhaps shouldn't